Hello everyone, now let's start the game of Miss Lily and Mr. Kountch. And this is a game about shape. And today I'm also my review. The point of my review is the shape and also the capture race. We know that the student from 1K to 3 Dan in Europe is very strong. They are about 3 Dan to 5 Dan in China. But they still have many problems on the capture race. So I think that in this game we are going to see some problems that easily happens in these levels. Okay, so now let's start. Miss Lily get the black and Mr. Kountch get the white. So at the beginning, and this is AI's. The game looks like AI game, and now we see that white probably need to connect, and if black capture the corner, I think the white is thick out there, and then he can protect his corner. If like the game, and now we see that usually that white need to reinforce this place, but seems really slow. And if white plays this one, and black can protect his corner again. So I'm afraid that this is not a good result for white. Okay, now let's continue. So in this corner, I think black gets a little bit benefit. Okay, but here, I think that white need to play this one, because this one is, I think is the best way for white to get both the upside and also the left side. So black need to get back and white extend. So black now have two answers. One is A, another is B. So let's start to analyze it one by one. First, you play this one, and I think this is okay for white because the reason is the same. You get the upside and also the left side. Now we see that the possibility of black to escape these two stones at A is less than before because we are more thick. So this is the good news for white. Okay, so if you do not play A, instead you come out with B. I will still to block you inside. Okay, this is another Joseki here. So still black get the upside and also the left side. I think these two choices are better than the game because white only get one side here, although this side is much more solid than my diagram. But now we see that these two stones seems the wrong direction. Now we see the first obvious mistake of white. He choose to attack or approach these two stones at 34, but he choose to invade the corner again. I think these two moves or two areas are conflict because you want to get the side and then you get into the corner and you sacrifice this stone. I think this stone feels really sad because you tell me that you want to invade but you abandon me. So I think that the best choice for white is to get out like this one and then continually to get out. And we see that these stones A, B, C, three stones are correlated with this area, with D area, and we see that later if white play like like white. white get this move, and then we see that white have a big mole here. So this is a good expectation for white. So in this game, white sacrifice, and now we see that black have very solid territory here. Now this is the good move, so white start to know that we are going to build a wall here, or I'm going to get something in the left side. If I do not, I will lose the game. So now black start his invasion, but in my opinion, I think black need to invade the area from this side, because I have the escape at this area. So you need to protect at here, or you just capture these 3 stones and I can get down here. So I successfully invade your territory. If you just play here, I think it's okay for me to reinforce again. We play this one and I can just get out. So obviously black get 2 corners and 1 side, 3 corners and 1 side. So you get only 1 corner and about 20 points. So this is not enough. So now this one for black is overplay. So white got a chance to build another wall in this side. But this time I think white need to reinforce his corner from this side. And for black, this time is difficult for white or for black to attack, because I can get out easily. You cannot cut. I can just throw here, and then I can Atari down, and this is the, I think this might be the end of the game. Black got nothing here, only a weak group, lost many points, and lost build a wall for white. This is a worst way for black. So white spent gave black a chance, and now is the first point of the shape. So remember that when we see a shape like this, remember just play this one. Sometimes we just keep moving, and we just give our opponents a chance to tarry our groups in a really worse shape. So I don't think it's a good decision. If I were white, I will play this one, but if I were black, I will just play this one. And now we see that there are 2 choices for white. One is Atari, one is to extend at B point, and also and now we see that there are 2 points for white. One is settle down the group at B point, another is to reinforce at A. If you reinforce at A, I will just play this one, and you lived really hard, and I can play this one. So at the same time you build your wall here and build your mole here, my mole is already settled up. So this is bad news for white, and white cannot choose this one. So if you play this one, I will get out here, and we see that the liberty for white is really tight. This is not good for white. So this gave white a good chance to reinforce, but this is the best timing for white to reinforce. We see that seems impossible for black to kill the white group, but white choose to play this one, and black bend, and then white jump, and now black start his revenge, start his punishment for white's bad shape, and now white find out that his shape is not good and try to kill the black group. It is too late. And now we see that black block all the white stones inside, and it's a dilemma for white right now. And now we see black make a knight first, and then this is the most important part. If black just make this knight move, or just easily bend here, obviously black have one more liberty, and this definitely is the end of the game. Black will win the game, but black play here. Okay, this is bad news for black, and white make leave here. It's really bad news for black, and this move not only lost about 20 points in this side, but also make this group, the group with a triangle, in weak. There's not leave. Okay, so I think maybe this is a big mistake, huge mistake for black. But fortunately, black still got his center, and black start to reduce the white's territory, and then extend here to threat the white's group. And now we see the white group is really big and cannot be abandoned. So white, if I were white, I will play this one and to make leave here. And if black reinforce this group, and I will just invade or reduce again. But white choose to invade directly, and black play this one. And now black choose attack this side, but I think it's not good. If I were black, I will attack this side and let you make leave, and then I will kill the whole group. And we see this is a huge territory for black, and I don't think that white can reverse the game. Okay, so in this game, black choose to Atari this side, and then white Atari, then play this. I don't think this is a good decision. If I were white, I will play this one. If you extend, I will play this again. But this is totally different with the game. And then we see that if black play this one, this seems the only choice for black. So I can block this side. This is totally different with the game. So the game is come to complicated. Okay, let's continue. So now we see that all the corner is belong to the black, and it's a hard game for white. Now it's another time for black to counterattack. This is a cut, obvious cut for black, but again black lost this cut. Okay, so this time I think you need to pay attention to the shape here, and also this is a really nice chance for black to Atari here. This Atari is going to kill the white, because now we see here is half the knight at a place, and if you play this one and I can play this again, now you see half a knight and half the knight. So I think it's dangerous for white. Okay, so black choose to play this one, and now white make leave. So now black obviously have more points and really thick because of this card. Black can get back, so this B group is safe. Now, if I were black, I definitely will push this because I can push and reduce your territory and increase my potential. But this one give white a chance. And now white need to play this one to still increase my potential and reduce your potential. Okay, so white choose to get his corner here, side here, and black gets a really nice chance to play to get his territory or get his potential bigger. And now we see this is the last fight for white, and seems useless. But here, the last chance for white to make leave is to play this one. And now if you just want to kill my eyes, I can just make leave here. So this is the last chance, but I have already calculated the game. If you play this again and still black lead about 10 points without Komi, so black will win a little bit, but if you make leave, you still got a chance in the game. You just play this one and you do not have a chance. Here, both of our students have a mistake. The black pick here. We see that there is a code here. Okay, if you connect, I can get back. If you play this one, I can get back, but there is a call. But one call is better than nothing. So if white start this call and think is a close game. Okay, so now we see both of them neglect this. Okay, the point is that if you play this first, you play here, I can kill the whole group. So you must answer this and I can kill your group. So both of you please pay attention to the group here. Here and here. Both of these are really important in this game. So remember when you review the game, so pay attention to two shapes in this game. Okay, this is the most important things. And later white's corner is killed, so white resign. Okay, this is a good game and it shows us some really important thing in the shape both here and here. So pay attention to it. I hope that next time you will do better.